Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark back with another video. Today giving you guys another blind commentary, blind reaction, and review to Steven Universe Future, episodes 1 to 10. So you guys, obviously, the comments, everything has just exploded pretty much ever since Future started when the first 2 episodes dropped. You guys have been going crazy about it. That was the first 4 episodes dropped, I believe. December 7th, yeah, because 7th and 4th, yeah. December 7th was when the first 4 episodes dropped, and then every week from there we got 2 additional episodes until the 28th of December when we got episodes 9 and 10, and the show began a classic Steven Universe hiatus. And yeah, here we are. So my plan all along was that, okay, once I learned that they were going to do 10 episodes and then go on hiatus, my thought was, okay, I'll let the 10 episodes all come out, and then I'll react to them after, and that's what I did. There was, like, obviously this video is coming out on the 9th of January, and the last, episodes 9 and 10 came out on the 28th of December, so, you know, around 2 weeks between the final and then me actually getting it up, and that's mainly because the week kind of in between I was really busy with just doing other stuff. I wasn't really posting in that week, as I said on my update for January 1st, 2020. But here we are. We have Steven Universe Future. And I just want to generally also say, I'm going to get to this stuff. Like, it might take me a while, but trust me, I'm aware, and trust me, those comments don't speed it up. I'm going to get to it when I get to it, and that's just how it is. And I know that won't stop these comments. I know next time Future comes back with more episodes, the same thing will probably happen. And other shows as well. It happens. It's not just Steven Universe Future, but it was really bad with Future. So I'm just saying that. So, but yeah, you know, it's also, I can talk about it and it can burn some time off here, this quote-unquote review, so you guys can do that. So obviously, links are down below in the description. BitChute Mega, 720, 1080, different qualities, all that good shit. Also, if you want to support me on Patreon, links down below in the description. Check that out. I appreciate it so much. Also, there's a link to the Discord server, my Twitter that I barely really don't use at all, but who knows, maybe that'll change in time. And also my anime list, which is kind of irrelevant because this is a cartoon, not an anime, but hey, if you're a fan of anime, you can see that. All the links are down below in the description if you want to check those out. And yeah, this is Steven Universe Future, episodes 1 to 10 review. So I got all that other garbage out of the way so we can actually talk about the episodes and just kind of shoot the shit a little bit. Even though I said a lot in these in my reactions, I felt like I pretty adequately talked about everything that I wanted to discuss about the episodes. I don't think there was anything left here. I might test the waters and see if I can put this up on YouTube, but I'm gonna operate under the assumption I'm not gonna be able to, and I'll probably save that for the very end. And honestly, I probably won't be able to put it up on YouTube, but I might try it, and just see. But I would fully assume that you guys are seeing this review, because I will fully assume that I'm not able to put it up on YouTube, because I haven't been able to for Steven Universe for like the last couple times. So I would expect I'm not gonna be able to for this either. But oh well. So we had 10 episodes. They were all really good. Little Homeschool was the first one. We see that Steven and the gang have created a school to help gems, you know, kind of find their place in the world. And it's kind of really ironic because it kind of perfectly parallels kind of the main narrative, the overarching story, so to speak, of Steven Universe Future, which is that you know, things have changed and everyone's moving on, but Steven doesn't know what to do with his life, and that's kind of the big story that was present throughout all these episodes. So it's kind of ironic that Steven and company made a school for everyone else to figure that out when he himself didn't really figure that out, because as we get later on in this set of episodes, he kind of realizes that running this school is probably not that thing that he wants to do, or at least not long term. But yeah, Jasper doesn't want to go to school, and Steven tries to convince Jasper to join the school. They get into a fight. Steven unlocks some, gets angry and unlocks some big power and starts fighting Jasper, and Jasper's really enjoying it. And they kind of bond a little bit, but Jasper is still against, you know, joining him and doesn't really understand what Steven's preaching, and decides to deal with it like that. And that was pretty much a little homeschool guidance. Amethyst has, among their roles at the school, Amethyst basically, teaches them that they don't have to follow orders or anything. They can just do whatever they want, and that's kind of what she teaches. And she was really good at helping gems find their positions, finding jobs and stuff in Beach City and doing what they want to do. Steven didn't like it, though. He liked the general idea, but he didn't like the actual jobs, because he thought that they were too similar to what they were doing on Homeworld, and they were just kind of keep picking up where they left off. And so he tried to put them out of their comfort zone, and he kind of learned that, like, sure, but you have to understand that you're literally choosing for what to do for them, and you're just being like the Diamonds. And just because that's what they've been doing all their life and they were forced to do it doesn't mean they don't also enjoy it. So they need to have that freedom to decide with what they want to do. Rosebuds was the third episode. This one was really fun because we got the rose quartzes were unbubbled, and we got to meet 3 of them, and that created a shit ton of awkwardness with Steven, Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, Greg, everyone. It felt super awkward with Rose around, and it was really sauce and really enjoyable, really good stuff. There was a lot of stuff there. Volleyball was episode 4, and despite the title, it was about Pink Diamond's original Pink Pearl. I'm just going to call it Pink Pearl because our Pearl is just Pearl. So Pink Pearl, it was about helping Pink Pearl with heal the scar on her face, which we learned that was the result of Pink Diamond from before White Diamond took her over. And yeah, it was really cool. And it was just an awesome episode with Pearl and Pink Pearl and Steven, and there was a lot of just stuff learning about Pink Diamond a little more. And the reason why the episode's called Volleyball is because Pearl was overseeing a volleyball game, and Steven, because calling Pearl and so many Pearls, he wanted to give her a nickname, and because his volleyball was around, he decided to call Pink Pearl Volleyball, and that's now her nickname, so that's fun. Bluebird was episode 5. There was a fusion named Bluebird who shows up and was like pranking him or whatever, but was being really nice to the other gems and all that. But it clearly looked like the fusion of the Eye Ruby and Aquamarine, and so he obviously was super suspicious, but everyone was bonding with them, and they were just all going around and doing that stuff, and it was really fun. But of course, in the end, they turned out to still want to ruin Steven's life and all that. And they end up kind of being defeated, and Aquamarine with Ruby fly away, and basically they're still out there to hate Steven and will possibly do something at a later date. Fun times. Episode 6, a very special episode. Rainbow Quartz 2.0 is hanging out with Onion, and in the meanwhile, Garnet, they had planned to do a Sunstone safety thing, and Garnet, without Steven to form Sunstone, is doing horrible things with the safety thing. Pearl, without Steven for Rainbow 2.0, is doing terrible things with Onion because it's hard to manage Onion because he's Onion. And basically, Steven gets overworked throughout the episode and tries to overcome that. And it's really funny and silly. Episode 7 was Snow Day. Basically, Steven has become a workaholic with the school, and he gets to, and because there's so much snow, snowpocalypse even he calls it, he gets to have an off day from work in the school because there was so much time spent with the school, and they end up playing Steven tag, and for most of the episode he isn't willingly doing it, but at the end he does it, and he gets out that he wants to be seen as an adult, not a kid. He's grown up so much, and he really has, to the point to where for an extent he was so consumed with his work that it kind of became boring, which was such a cool character development for him, and it was a really cool episode. Really enjoyed it. Why So Blue was Alright, so yeah, I got interrupted in the freaking review. That's pretty hilarious, but it's better than the actual reaction, so that's cool. Anyways, we'll just finish it up. I had 3 more episodes to talk about. Episode 8, which was the Lapis episode, Why So Blue. We got a song, which was telling the Lapis was telling the other 2 Lapis why so blue? But basically what happened was they were going to a new world, and they were here to stop a couple of Lapis from terraforming, but they enjoyed terraforming, and yeah, they couldn't convince them, and in the end Lapis got super mad and decided to fight them and show them her true power, and that impressed them, and she tried to explain that it's the restraint to fight, that's the real strength, not weakness, and all that. Tried to teach them a lesson, and she got through to one of them, but not the other, and that's basically what happened in that episode. Episode 9 was really good. Episode 9 was the graduation for the off-colors from the little home school, and yeah, it was an episode about Steven having a crisis about how everyone's moving on, and things are changing, things are different, and he feels like he's being left behind, he doesn't know what he's doing, and it's this whole thing, and he you know, Lars and Sadie, the fact that they are no longer together, and Sadie has a different partner is a huge crux of that story, and it's pretty cool. Definitely a good episode. And we met a new character who was, of course, Sadie's partner, whose name escapes me. They had a very unique name. Cool design, though. I really liked the design. It had that kind of androgynous vibe to it that I'm all about, you know. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that was cool. And then episode 10, the final episode, was Prickly Pear, and that was Steven decided to basically quit running the little homeschool and instead decided to start gardening, and he accidentally made a cactus alive, but it was fine, but the cactus would repeat everything he said, and all his frustrations that he had to vent, it repeated and became this huge thing, and the crystal gems and them all had to fight it, and it was really tough because it was a cactus, which is such a resilient plant, and that's why they live in the desert and all that. And yeah, it was really cool, and they kind of just left it off on, like, Steven has issues and he doesn't want to talk about them, and that's kind of how they just left off the first 10 episodes of Future, which is fair enough, because obviously we're going to get back to it at some point, and it's going to be really exciting when that does happen. I enjoyed these a lot. We're very episodic, and while still having a grander, not story, but a grander idea behind them that kind of linked them together, but they were just really good episodes. There's a lot of Steven Universe kind of quote-unquote filler episodes that aren't that great, and I understand, and I agree, and I think Steven Universe had a very high-low ceiling where it was either amazing or not that great or decent or good, but like usually it was like here or here. I felt like Future was like here. It was really solid episode after really solid episode. All 10 of them, honestly, in my opinion, were really solid. And I felt like they were above, they never in any way felt like some of the weaker episodes of the show, but they also didn't get to the crazy highs of a lot of Universe, but I actually really enjoyed it. It almost felt like a different type of series. It kind of felt like a more evolved version of the early part of the series, and it was really good. I really enjoyed all these episodes, I had a great time with them, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. So once again, the links are down below to the reaction at various places, and once again, also, there's a bunch of other links if you want to follow me on the Twitter I never use, if you want to join the Discord server, or if you want to check out my anime list, or support me on Patreon, which, again, that's the big one that if any of you would do, I would appreciate it so much. But whatever the case may be, it's time for me to bid you adieu. Flaming Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.